I'm Jake Sanderson.
I'm Tim Stützle, and you're listening to the Locked On Senators podcast.
You're Locked On Senators, your daily podcast on the Ottawa Senators. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to another edition of the live watch party with the Locked On Senators podcast. I'm your host, Jack Richardson, set to bring reaction to the New York Islanders visiting the Ottawa Senators, a back-to-back scenario for Ottawa, not for the Islanders. They were sitting here waiting, did not play last night. All odds are stacked against the Sens right now. I shouldn't say that. Maybe not. They're still a good team, should still win this game in a must-win hockey game after losing to the Capitals last night. It's been a quick turnaround, and I'm ready to bring you a reaction to this one. But always want to remind you that this is brought to you by the Glebe Central Pub. Our friends right in the heart of the Glebe. We were there last weekend. I hope people took the shuttle today to this game. It is the best way. The $18 shuttle there and back gets you right back downtown after Sens games, no matter what time of day. The best way. So go support our friends at the Glebe Central Pub. Awesome staff there. Great food, great drinks, but most importantly, the vibes are free at the GCP. And yes, the Senators lost last night. Probably the first game in a month, I'd say, in a long, long time anyway, where you sit there and not tip your cap, pun intended, with the Capitals, but you sit there and say, you know what, they did not have their best, got to turn around, must-win game tonight. Can't afford to lose two in a row at this stage in the season. And they've got their hands full. They've got a playoff team right now coming into town, the New York Islanders. Obviously, I think they're a team where you kind of were waiting for them all season to, are they going to fall off? Is something going to happen here? But they haven't. They've been great, powered by probably the rookie of the year, the runaway rookie of the year, Matthew Schaefer on defense. He's got 20 goals as an 18-year-old. I'm pumped to watch him. Another night watching a young defenseman kind of run around out there, which should be fun. Haven't seen the Islanders since October in the Canadian Tire Center. Remember, that's one of those games, the famous games this season that the Sens just absolutely shot themselves in the foot with a last-minute goal against, lost in regulation. I believe that was a matinee on a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what the vibe is here tonight. Admittedly, do not watch a lot of Islanders games myself, but we're going to sit down and react to this one. So appreciate everyone joining us. Stick along for the ride. I'll let you know what time I'm seeing on the screen. It is just going to be me tonight. No Pilsy for this stream. So just Jack, it will be. And James Reimer gets the start tonight. It's his first in 5 games since a shutout in Vancouver. And Olmark, I thought was fine last night, actually. I thought he was actually pretty good, dare I say. The Sens just could not get any offense going, especially in the second and third period. It was quite a frustrating night for the Sens. We'll see how they bounce back here, folks. But look, we said it. We said it right away. They need to have some kind of an answer tonight because this has been a rough, I'd say, 24 hours. Maybe a bit more than that, even like the way that the out-of-town scoreboard went on Tuesday, followed up with a loss from the Sens. It just felt like a missed opportunity where, if they won last night, they could have, and don't get me wrong, they didn't play well. I'm not sitting there being like, oh, they let that one get away. But then you look at where they were, it was 2-1 with 2 minutes left. Like they had a chance. They make it a 2-1 game pretty late there on Stützle's goal. So they were still technically right there. Like that could have gone away, maybe even get a point. And then out-of-town scoreboard tonight will be top of mind. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as well because obviously, Sens need to win, but they need other teams to lose more than they need to win right now here on March 19th. About 15 games left in the season for every team. Still a lot of runway, but running out of time here. Starting to need some people to fall off a bit more than they have. We've got Detroit and Montreal playing tonight. That's a big one. Boston, I'm sure, is, I think, in action. Let me just triple check all that. But I'm expecting a bit more offense out of the Sens tonight. It was pretty disappointing. Yeah, the Bruins have the Jets at home, so we'll see how that one goes. I'll keep an eye on that out-of-town scoreboard throughout the night. And so it's kind of like it starts with a Sens win, and then you look to the out-of-town scoreboard. So obviously, I think if the Sens lose tonight, we just got to hope that other teams lose because if they win, you're looking at 7 points out. I don't know if you can handle that. So I trust the Sens here in this situation, even though I mentioned the back-to-backness of it. They've been good in back-to-backs all season under Travis Green dating back to last year. They're pretty strong in the second half. So expecting a big one. It's at home, which is great. Didn't have to travel too far, just to Washington. Should have been in at a reasonable hour last night. And it's a big game for all these guys, man. They got to bounce back. They had a great first period, and then Washington just took over in the second. And the Sens had some chances, didn't bury on them. Thompson was great. The posts hit a lot of posts, and then just didn't have enough in the third period. So let's see. Let's see how they do here. Get the anthems going on right now. Obviously, Ilya Sorokin is one of the best goalies in the league this year. He's going to be probably up for the Vezina, I'd imagine. I don't know. I know people have, including Ross, has like a doomsday clock that the boys have for how many losses the Sens can probably afford. And I'd say it's at 4 is what the boys are saying. So I think that's probably pretty accurate. If I were to chime in on that myself. And away we go here soon. I'll do my best to mention the time that we've got left here and during the game and everything. And again, it's just going to be me. So we're going to walk through this one together. There's beautiful Ottawa, Ontario, God's country. And look, like the Sens win tonight, Red Wings lose in regulation, or Boston loses in regulation, or both, and we're looking at 3 points out, and all of a sudden we're back, and we're feeling like we're back. So it's a big night, but you got to start here with taking care of business. And the Islanders need points too. They are not secure in a playoff spot. So this is, once again, probably going to be a playoff atmosphere in this game. And there's Matthew Schaefer, 20 goals, tied for second among NHL defensemen as an 18-year-old. Oh boy, when they talk about winning the lottery in all these years, like a lot of teams deserve it, right? When they tank and bottom out, the Islanders did not. They absolutely won the lottery because they were not a lottery team, and they luck into a guy who's going to be one of their best players probably for a long time. Just an absolute gift for the Isles. And I'm excited to see him tonight. Hopefully the Sens can kind of keep him in check. Got Brady Tkachuk, Ridley Gregg, and Dylan Cousins out there. And the puck is kind of down. Oh, and we got Brady Tkachuk fighting. No way, man. Let's go. There he is. Let's go. Against Anders Lee. That's beautiful. Come on, Brady. There we go. Wow. How bad did we need to see that? He has been waiting to do that for a while, I think. I saw him lining up on the half wall and kind of felt like something was up there. That's his first fight in it might be his first fight since the Four Nations, to be honest. Like, and I don't know, against Anders Lee. I mean, I wonder if Brady saw any of the talk. I wonder if he did. There was a lot of discussion about the captain after last night's game. All right, and here we go. Tkachuk fight. Like I wasn't sitting here saying we need to see a fight out of Brady. He needs to fight more. But that's such a big part of his game, and like if that gets him into it, then yeah, I'd like him to do it more, and that's a great way to start. Clearly, he's been waiting to do that a while. He's talked about it. It's part of his game. He needs it. So let's see, man. Great way to start that one at home. Crazy. I just wonder, like, did he not want to do it in last game against Wilson? Maybe not, eh? All right, Brady Tkachuk dropping the gloves right off the bat there. Let's go. That fires me up, man. That's great to see. I think he got the wrap off his hand after the Olympics, so he's technically been able to do it since then. But nice to see that the thumb's feeling okay, because that's what makes him such a unicorn here. So let's see the next 5 minutes here without him on the ice, and then see how he looks after that. Here's Heineman coming in. And you can talk about, and here's Barzal with a look. Nothing doing. Shabbat cleans that up. You can talk about his picking his spots to fight, because that's been mainly in his career, like the conversation about him, right? and you can't pick a better spot than right off the opening draw. Like nothing's happened yet. So all that does is just get the crowd into it. So I like that. I imagine that building is buzzing right now after that. Chabot has averaged 28 minutes on ice the last 4 games. Kind of crazy. Islanders have it now. They've had most of the puck possession so far, I'd say. I wonder if that was just Tkachuk and Lee talking before, but that obviously has something to do with the dialogue that's been going around. I feel like Travis Green was asked about him today. Everyone was talking about Brady Tkachuk. What a way to start. All right, here comes Pinto through the middle. Sens have 3. Amadio can't make a play, but they still have possession here. Nick Cousins up top. Sorokin sees that. It's funny Sorokin's so good because he does not look like a big goalie. Nice hit by Nick Cousins. There's Braden Shen too. Eller. See, the fourth line can get anything going here. Man, that's great. That's just great to see. Awesome to see. I again, like, I'm wondering how long he's been able to do that because I don't think that's the first game he's been able to. Like, he would have done it earlier, I'd imagine, if he was literally waiting for the wrap to come off, but maybe that was just a spot he wanted. And Anders Lee, who is pretty big contributor, obviously the captain for the Islanders too, so 2 captains squaring off. Good way to start. Nice play by Gilbert. Oh, no, he gave it away. Here's Schaefer. Nice block by Zub. Boy, Schaefer jumping in the rush is dangerous. Like, he got up there quick. There's a shot, and that hit Gilbert in front. Fogle with good work behind the net. Out comes Zetterlund. All right. Bend but don't break. Low event start here after that fight. So Tkachuk can get back out there after 14:59, I guess, after the next whistle. That's when he'll be back. So line's in a bit of a blender, I bet, without him. Same for the Islanders, though. Cleven's got it behind his, or in his own end, I guess, not behind the net. Or to Spence. Jordan Spence has been so good. I loved his game last night. Really did. Not much of a forecheck established here by the Sens yet, but they force an icing, so that's technically forecheck, and I don't know what I'm talking about, I guess. Oh, the bench loved that fight. Let's go. They needed that, man. He needed that. Hopefully, this is a Brady game. Vandy, yeah, if you're just joining us now, Tkachuk dropped the gloves for the first time this season right off the bat with Anders Lee. Was going to talk about Tkachuk as we open the game after his first shift there, and he just set the tone at home with a puck drop fight. I don't know how often he's done that in his career. Obviously, the Four Nations sticks out, but I don't know how often he's just done it off the opening face-off, like in his Sens career at least. So that might be a first. I'll have to check that with the stats department, LSP stats department. And for what it's worth, I think that was a good fight too, because he kind of got knocked down, got back up, and like stood in there and then took down Lee. Like, I think that's a pretty good fight for Brady, all things considered. There's Nick Cousins. in his own end. Zub sends it up. Here's Dylan Cousins. Him and Greg go after it. Nice play by Greg there. Gets the puck back. Clevin up top. And Sorokin sees that all the way. Now here comes Brady, I'm sure, to a big cheer. Man, if this is a Brady game, that'd be a good time, man. Here he goes, right back out there. All right, let's watch this shift. He's on record has said that it's not the same game for him when he can't fight and when he can't get involved physically like that. Maybe that kind of gets him going. We'll see. But in terms of the dialogue around him, like the heat has been turned up on the captain, and to insert himself or make his presence felt physically in games a bit more. Are they fighting again? Ridley Gregg dropping the gloves now. It's fight night. Got Braden Shen and Ridley Gregg going at it. What is going on? Do these teams hate each other? Oh, Gregg's kind of taking a beating here. Oh, there he goes. Not bad at a Ridley Gregg. All right. All right. It's fight night. Here we go. Here we go. I wonder why. That fired him up. What's going on? I wonder what that was all about. I don't know. This is fun though. It's fight night in Ottawa. 2 fights in the first 6 minutes. So Brady has not had an actual shift yet. Gotta love Ridley Gregg. What a player. Okay, so I mean, Dylan Cousins' wingers haven't played a shift with him yet. They've just each had a fight. There's Brady going after it. He's gonna hit. So he's gonna lay a big hit here. There we go. All right, he's awake. This is what we want to see out of Tkachuk. All right. Good hit on the forecheck. That's good stick by Cousins there. He's out there with Stutzla. Again, lines are going to be in a blender. And that puck goes out. Okay. Now Schaefer and Cousins are going at it. Like what is happening, man? They just don't like each other. Interesting. Like I kind of, if anything, I was expecting a bit of a sleepy game. But I think this also speaks to how important it is for both these teams. Like the points are on the line here. Got to go up there and set the tone. Wow. Okay, New Islander Braden Shen getting involved there. I'm all out of sorts, folks. I don't know how to react. What's the chat saying? Are we liking all that? I think we are. I thought it was a good fight from Greg, too, to be honest with you. Oh, are you someone saying that you might get a penalty for taking the helmet off on Schaefer? Yeah, I hope not. Didn't happen yesterday for the Sens. Shouldn't happen now. Great start to this one. I like seeing the reaction from Greg. And Tkachuk had 2 big hits there on that shift, too. There's a huge hit on Pelech. And no way Cousins getting a penalty for that. Are you kidding me? Come on. What a joke. All right, Sens to the power play. Most inconsistent rule in the NHL. Like, that happened twice this Sens last night. Nothing. And then, like, that was the most easy helmet to pop off ever for Schaefer there. And then Cousins goes. Like, that. I can't believe that. What a joke of a call. So Sens to the PK here. Barzal down low. Tried to go in the slot there. Good work by Eller. Gets that puck out. There we go. Sens PK is 10 for 12. 10 for their last 12. Which is good. Not great, good. But 83% is what they said. Clevin gets it out. All right. That was a bit risky, but the puck came out. All that matters. Barzal. Eller picks that off. There we go. Okay. Who lead the Islanders in power play goals? Horvat and Schaefer each have 7. So those are the guys you got to watch out for out there, which kind of is pretty self-explanatory. It's usually the best players on every team. All right. Dying seconds of the power play. They killed it off. Pelech, though, in the slot. What a save by Reimer. Huge save as the penalty came to an end. And here comes Dylan Cousins out on D'Angelo. Nice move. Good try there by Cousins. Here's Pinto. Oh, he just missed high. Come on. Great opportunity for Pinto there. Now here come the Sens. They're buzzing. Shabbat down to Pinto. Can't handle it. Two great chances there. What a save by Reimer as the penalty ended. And another save by Reimer. There we go. Okay. Sens kill off an egregious penalty call, and they look like they're engaged here. That's a great pad save. Really well done. And Cousins had a nice rush after that too. Awesome. Yeah, Pinto is so snake bitten. Gotta improve the finishing ability. Islanders win the draw in the O-zone. Schaefer just tried a shot from far. That was offside for sure. Big game, man. The energy is good. I bet you that building's buzzing. That was a great chance from Pinto there that he missed. Unfortunate. Nick Cousins mixing it up with Barzal on the wing there. I thought Nick Cousins was good last night too. Had some energy. Here goes Amadio. I mean, look, weird start to this game with 2 fights. Kind of look at Schaefer go. Oh my god. Yeah, this guy's a player. in terms of a response to that game, I mean, pretty good. Like 2 fights, I like the energy, and they've had a couple looks, good PK to start, so not much to talk about. Like, they look like they got their legs after playing last night. Good sign. There's Matt and Paolo going back for it. Gilbert doesn't make a very clean play. But a nice block there on Duclair. And a nice save by Reimer. This is a feisty game, man. Gilbert and Duclair are going at it. Bit of a playoff intensity in this one. I like it. I like it a lot. They seem more involved. I think their coach was probably pretty upset about the way that game last night shook out, I think, is the way I'll put that. That's awesome. Awesome. Just so happy for Brady. I mean, he sets the tone, right? Ridley Gregg follows him, does the same thing. Now, can it translate to a win? Can it translate to some points in the standings, that kind of energy and effort? Take a look at the scoreboard, shall we? 0-0 all across. Rangers are beating the Blue Jackets right now early, but the Blue Jackets have 10 shots to 4. So maybe Igor Shesterkin can save us if he's playing in that one. So the Islanders have no one over a point per game. They've got Matt Barzal at 63 points. Obviously, Schaefer's got 49 next. Bo Horvat's close to with 47 and 54 games, but they've been pretty deep, getting a lot of scoring from within, and obviously their goaltending has just carried them this season. So when you got a guy like Sorokin back there, you're going to win more games than you should, and probably than they were expecting this season. But they look pretty good, I'd say, right now. Like they got good speed and good everything else. So I think it's gonna be a good hockey game. I'm excited for this one. I mean, those 2 fights just set the tone. Most goals by a rookie defenseman in a single season. He's 3 away from Brian Leetch, Matthew Schaefer is, and he's tied with Dion Phaneuf, Sens legend. Phaneuf had 20 goals as a rookie. How about that? Schaefer is also right with Celebrini in most penalties drawn. Okay. He drew one on Cousins. That's the one he got. And here's Dylan Cousins again. Gets it deep. And Kachuk in on Sorokin. Nice. Cause a turnover here. Good forecheck. There's Zetterlund. Clevin shoots. Sorokin has it, I think. Yeah. That's a good shift. Good forecheck. That was lacking last night. They had no forecheck in the second and third period. Like, Washington just had the easiest breakouts of all time. And it's just noticeable because that's the Sens game, right? That's what they're so good at is forcing turnovers for good breakout or good forechecks. And when they don't do that, it's hard for them to create offense, I think. Good try by Zetterlund getting a look with that line. And here comes the top line. Sorokin in his career has dominated the Sens. Wow. Crazy stats. Islanders win the draw on Giroux. Good work by Stutzla there. And you get it deep, and here we go. Let's see a forecheck. Batherson. There you go. Don't quite get it. They're still doing a little bit better today. Clevin with a stretch pass. Here's Tkachuk and Cousins again. Islanders come in. Pad save. That was a big rebound, though. Vogel blocks it. Nice. Getting a look with Cousins and Tkachuk with Greg in the box. There's a Mario. Nice play. And Pinto with a bit of room. Nice move. Oh, good try by Pinto. He's got some jump here, Shane Pinto. Looks good. Couple good looks around the net so far. Doesn't get the call there. Probably should have. And Islanders ice it. Oh, no icing. Never mind. Reimer thought it was icing and it got waved off. And the Sens ice it. Great play by Mario in the D zone. That was a good try. Good try by Pinto. He's noticeable. Noticeable. You know he gets going when he plays the Islanders or the Devils or the Rangers. Those are his teams from the area. People back home watching. Sounds like it again. 6-6 are the shots. $15 games left, man. 15 games left. Running out of real estate. They're 11-3-2 in their last 16. Can they do something like that again? Just string together a bunch of wins. Or avoid losses. They actually didn't have longer than a 4-game heater, I don't think, during that whole time. Good play by Spence. Giroux goes in on the forecheck. Batherson all over it. Good hit by Clevin there. Up comes Spence. All right, with a lot of room. Giroux to Stützle. This line goes to work. Batherson has whiffed on a one-timer, I think once a game for the last week. You just can't connect on them. Greg back out there now. Batherson mishandles it again. That's twice. Twice on this shift. Come on, man. Maybe he needs to change the tape job like Alfie made Stützle do. Long shift for Timmy right now. Reimer stopped that one. Nice save. There's Pajot, the GOAT, who re-signed with the Islanders. Actually, Ridley Gregg was in that trade. That was the pick that ended up being Ridley Gregg. The Sens got for Pajot. Nice play by Zub. Tkachuk was going for a breakaway there. He's offside. Oh, and that pass was to no one. Here's Amadio. Some ozone time. The Pinto Amadio Cousins line's been good so far. Oh, Pinto had it in the slot there. Again. Just misses. Nick Cousins. Wrap around. It's loose. Nothing. They're so due for an ugly goal. Nice move by Amadio again. I got it picked off. Now the fourth line out there. Period's flying by here. Pretty even in terms of shots. At least for now. Nice play by Zetterlund to pick that off. There we go. Eller. Up to Matt and Paolo. That's blocked. He wired that. It's a physical game right now. Here's Chabot. Lots of room. Cousins in front. Doesn't get it. Kachuk's got it in the corner, though. Nice pass to Chabot. Back to Kachuk. Oh, what a save. Great try from Kachuk. Cousins. Chabot in the slot. Oh my God, how'd that not go in? How do you not score? How did he not score? The defenseman stopped that. That's insane. Who was that in the Islanders' net? Beautiful move from Chabot, but he couldn't bury it. Oh, man. I can't believe that. How'd that not go in? Clevin. Great work by Kachuk on that shift, too. That's unbelievable. What a save by that player. I think it was Pollock or something. Here's Batherson to Timmy. Whiffed on it. There we go. Drew a penalty. Good work by Batherson there. Who stopped that? It was Susie. Oh, he stuck his leg out, man. You're kidding. Man, how does that puck not go in? It was a beautiful play by Chabot, too. Wow. Wow. Got robbed by a player. I know people are like, obviously you got to bury that, but that's such a bang bang play that you're not. Once you've got Sorokin out of there, you're barely even looking because of how fast Chabot's moving. Like he's just like, I got to slide this in the net, not thinking that the defenseman's going to make a kick save on that. I think that's just a great play. Obviously, you want him to bury that. I'm not gonna harp on Chabot for not finishing that. That's a crazy play. Like if he hits the post there, it's a different story. But put it right in the middle of the net. Susie sticks his leg out and makes a great play while he's tied up with Kachuk. Like you can't. I'm not gonna harp on Chabot for that. That's a crazy, crazy play. Oh man. All right. Sends the power play though. Started to turn it up there. Had a couple good shifts. We'll see. Completely agree. Amadio's been on fire in this game so far. He's looked really, really good. His stick is active. Brady Tkachuk looks like he's back. 1-0 Bruins right now, by the way. Not good, but 1-0 Bruins in Boston. Let's see this play. Oh, it's Cousins that made the play. I mean, that's a crazy save by Susie. Insane play. That's a really, I guess that's just. But then he takes a penalty. So let's see. All right, they win the draw. Stutla's got it. Power play did not convert yesterday, but looked good. There's Cousins to Batherson, up to Shabbat. No traffic in front right now. Stutzla just sent it to the net. Is it there? Sorokin's got it. Batherson knows he missed. That was a set play there they tried. Batherson has a couple like that this season. Oh, no way that didn't go in. Oh, my God. The Tristan Jarry special didn't find a way in. Crazy. I mean, yeah, Stutzla just wires it at Batherson's skate, and they hope it bounces in. I mean, that's a dirty way to score, but I like it because it still counts. Tristan Jarry would not like that. Crazy stop. And Islanders send it down. It was a good look, though. I like that. Going right to the net. 3 for 13 in their last 4. It's fine. Not a lead, obviously. Here's Tkachuk with some space. To Shabbat breaking in again. Can't get it to settle. And the Islanders get it down. All right. Minute 07 left in power play, but only 50 seconds in the period. Oh, man. Batherson's struggling. That was a tough entry. $40 seconds left. Timmy to Pinto, who's out there now. Fogle. And Shabbat can't keep it at the line. One decent look, but not much else. 25 seconds left. Here's Giroux cutting in. Claude Giroux. Nothing. Spence. That hits bodies in front, and that gets cleared. Stutzla staying out there with the second unit, and he gets swarmed. 5 seconds in the period. Sazika is coming in on Spence. Nothing. Good work by Spence. So good defensively. All right, frustrating period. Another one the Sens should probably capitalized on at least one of those glorious chances. Couple fights. A lot going on, but still 0-0 after one period. The scoring woes, snake bittenness continues for Ottawa. Can't buy a goal. That play from Shabbat should have been a goal. Tkachuk looks engaged physically. Ridley Gregg getting involved in the fights. He's fired up. It's a playoff atmosphere in Ottawa. It's a physical game, but still 0-0 after one. Let's go out of town scoreboard here quickly. The Habs and Canadians are still tied at 0 in the first. Jets and Bruins is 1-0 Bruins. The Blue Jackets have tied the game against the Rangers still late in the first there. That's kind of all the games that matter, I guess. 3 other games that we got to keep an eye on, really. Yeah, we don't care about anything else. I guess the Flyers and the Kings. The teams behind the Sens, I'm kind of at this point, like it's if they pass the Sens, we're in trouble anyway, so I'm not really focusing on them. So the Flyers play on the West Coast tonight. So, yeah, hectic period. A lot going on, like I said. Sens they played well at the end there, but gotta bear down on these looks. Like that can't that stinks. That just stinks they didn't bury some of those. Had the looks. That was an eventful period. Let's go through some of the stats. Curious to see the forwards after all that, because obviously Tkachuk and Gregg will be pretty low considering what they missed. Let's go box score. So, yeah, Tkachuk 437 had only credited with 1 hit, but it was a big one. Gregg played 253, so yeah, it was pretty low. Who played the most? Timmy played 750 in that period. 750 for Tim in that first period. That's a lot. for a first period. Zetterlund only at 3 minutes. All right, let's see the defense. What was the defense looking like? Because Jordan Spence is creeping up there, folks. Spence had 7:04. Chabot had just over 9 minutes. Clevin played 6:24. Pretty standard, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, Zub and Clevin are kind of the 3-4, and like Spence with that power play time gets a bit more, so it makes sense. Anyway, we'll have to see how that all shakes out. They missed Sanderson, obviously, who just eats minutes back there. All right, let's look at the just overall stats. 7-7 were the shots. Obviously, I don't know if the Sens got credit for Chabot's chance or even for Batherson's there on the side of the net as shots, but it is what it is. Wondering if they're interviewing Tkachuk here. Oh, no, Nick Cousins. Face-off percentage, Sens dominated again, 66.7%. They had 7 blocks to the Islanders 3. Out-hit them 14-5. It was a good period, good strong period coming back at home after a bit of a frustrating game, but they probably deserve to be up a goal or two after the chances they generated. Just could not find a way. And we know what that means, folks, because we know it's coming back around the other way, probably. I thought Reimer looked good. I thought James Reimer looked steady. Made some nice saves. Nothing was an event when he was making stops. So that's a positive. What did we think here, folks? Did we think it was okay, that period? What do we think? Is that what we wanted to see out of Brady too? Obviously, good way to get back in the mix. And Greg, I love when Greg fights. I can't believe they called Cousins for that. Yeah, I agree with this. This is a good point. It does not seem to end well. But they just got to keep going. I was saying yesterday that I feel confident when they're getting goalied lately because they've been battling through it and been finding a way to win, but they didn't last night. So they need to be a bit better than that, to be honest. When they did not respond properly to getting goalied. Like Thompson was awesome last night. I don't think Sorokin has stolen any of these. Like that play by Soucy, man, was just crazy. Even the Pinto chance missing wide, but Soucy's stop was insane. And it doesn't even count as a shot on goal, as crazy as that sounds. But yeah, that Tkachuk fight sets the tone. That was a physical period from the Sens. I don't think I emphasized the hits quite enough. And the Blue Jackets are up 2-1 on the Rangers all of a sudden now. 2-1 Blue Jackets over the Rangers. They are a problem. And Bruins are still up 1-0 in obviously the first intermission. The Habs and Red Wings are just about to go to the intermission. Montreal kind of taking it to them a little bit, but 0-0 as of right now. Folks, I'm going to take a quick break. It'll be 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for tuning in to the live stream. We'll see you soon. All right, we're back. Just like that. All right, yeah. Rangers, Blue Jackets, Habs game, all in the intermission. Love the NHL scheduling every single game at the same time. What else did I notice in that period? Gilbert and Montpalo maybe weren't at their best. I didn't love them last night either. Something to keep an eye on. You know, a few more games without Sanderson probably, like up until next week, which are big games. Be great if he could be back for the Detroit game, but that's probably pushing it. So, what else did I notice? Clevin and Spence were good. Actually think Shabbat was pretty good. He had obviously the rush, but I think he was fast using his legs. I liked him on the power play. And obviously Kachuk was great. I thought he was physical. Clearly he's been doing some reading. Maybe I don't know, man. Like it's the pressure. I was going to talk today during the game. Like I've never seen it like this with him. Right. This season in general, but also just last night, this morning, today, the discussion was very much Brady Kachuk, what's going on with him. So let's see here if he can kind of keep it going and whatnot. What are they talking about here? If the Sens make the playoffs, Travis Green should win the Jack Adams Award, yeah or nay? I'd go with nay, just because like they're still supposed to be a good team. Matthew Schaefer should be the unanimous Rookie of the Year. I think not. I'm going to say nay, but not because it's. I just don't think it should be unanimous. You know. So I've got nay for both. Yay or nay? Sens need to get Carter Yakimchuk into an NHL game. Absolutely yay. Are you kidding me? His offense is like, you guys know me. I've got this banner made. Should they call Yakimchuk up? I want to see him. Get him in the show. I won't appreciate any of this yak slander. Yeah, Renee, Tyler Clevin is the most important defenseman in the Sens lineup right now. I don't disagree. I guess they're talking in terms of like his fit and all the minutes he's playing now. Like definitely. I mean, he's had to step up. I'll put it this way: he struggled when Shabbat got hurt playing behind Sanderson, but he's really been solid. I think playing with Sanderson hurt and with Shabbat in the lineup. I'll put it that way. That's kind of how I see Tyler Cleven's season right now. So I would say yes, just because he's given them strong minutes behind Shabbat. Got a lot of people saying Yak's not ready. I still just disagree. I don't think anyone would be a plus playing the minutes he's been playing on that Belleville team, but I get the minus whatever it is now is not flattering. Don't get me wrong. I'm just thinking, I'm watching a team struggle to score goals, struggle to generate. That's what he's good at. So I don't know, man. At some point, they're going to have to throw him in here with these games that matter. It is Jack versus the world for that. I think if they come out in the second period just the way they played, they'll be fine this game. They definitely didn't look like the team that played yesterday. And look, I know that Yakimchuk is a different defenseman than Cole Hudson, but the offense is kind of what he's known for. Maybe not necessarily the skating, but like his shot, the hands, the vision. And we saw what Cole Hudson did last night, man. He just completely dominated. He was the best player for the Caps, so don't have to look far looking at that impact. I'm not suggesting Yak is Cole Hudson. I'm not suggesting that he can't be like Cole Hudson one day or will be right when he gets in. I don't know. I really don't know. They've been in different situations, and I just think that it's worth a look this season, and they need goals. Who comes out for Yak? You'd want him ideally to play with someone who's a bit more defensively minded. I don't know if I want to stick him with Gilbert right now. I think next season, if Tyler Clevin can be a solid partner for him, I'd like that. So to answer your question, I don't have an answer for that, for right now. But basically, I think with Yakimchuk, I don't want him going down. If he's up, he's here for good. So maybe that makes more sense next season. From what I'm seeing on this decor, the way that some guys have changed their games, think about Shabbat, folks. He is not a defensive defenseman, and he still isn't. But this coaching staff, this team, he's really embraced that side of the puck and been reliable defensively and actually pretty good in some scenarios. No reason to believe that Yakimchuk could not do the same thing. That's how I'd see that. They also drafted him knowing what kind of team they were putting together. These guys had some sort of plan here for Carter Yakimchuk and knowing who their coach was and what they were planning to do the next 2-3 years defensively. So if they're going there expecting him to be, this shutdown defensive defenseman, then they shouldn't have picked him because he's not going to be that. I think ideally long-term, perfect partner for him would be Sanderson, right? That would be just a great fit if they can get some chemistry going. But we'll see. I won't go down the Yakimchuk train again here. I like that they talked about that though. I don't know what Corrado ended up saying there on the panel. Highlighting Shane Pinto. I thought Pinto was noticeable. Definitely noticeable. Had a lot of chances. All right. Big second period here. Looks like they are back. We'll keep an eye on that out-of-town scoreboard. Obviously, two games not looking too good right now. Keep an eye on that Red Wings game. We'll see. I believe if the Blue Jackets win tonight and the Red Wings or Bruins lose in regulation, the Blue Jackets will jump into a playoff spot, which is a huge accomplishment for them and big moment in the season if one of those teams drops out. So Sens have to maintain pace. They need points tonight. Need 2 points. And let's talk about the Islanders too. Like if the Blue Jackets end up catching them, this could be a big wild card game. I think that's why we're seeing so much physicality here. It's an important one. There's Brady behind the net. Still got the puck up top. Sends it down to Clevin. Oh, it took a bad bounce. Here comes Schaefer. Threw that one at the net, but no one was home. And up comes Tkachuk again. Nice move in the neutral zone. He's got Cousins with him. Cousins got a good shot off there. Zub gets it back deep. Oh, Pinto with a big hit there on Schaefer. Nice turnover, Amadio. Oh, he tried to find Pinto. He had him. Nick Cousins behind the net now. It's Barzal. Boy, he's a good skater. That's a good save by Reimer. Good pad save, I think. Islanders are buzzing around right now. Did that go off the glass by Nick Cousins? Or did he just shoot that right out? I think he shot it right out. Oh, no. That's the second time, man. That happened in Edmonton. Pinto did the same thing. Tired mistake. He had all day to make that play. Just got it too high up. Tough. All right, send to the PK. Bit of an awkward collision there. Hope Pinto's all right. I think he is. Back to the penalty kill. Sens win the draw. And Timmy gets it out, and here we go. He's got Giroux going to the net. Timmy, nice move. Stützle! Oh, he hit the side of the net. Come on. Eventually, he's going to score on one of those. That's like 3 awesome rushes he's had lately, and he can't score. He just danced around Schaefer. Got to bury these. He makes them dangerous shorthanded. Nice play by Clevin down the ice. Like Timmy is just so close on one of those highlight reel plays. Great hands. 16th NHL in the NHL on the PK the Sens are all season. That's really impressive given at home. Look at this move from Stützle. Like he broke Schaefer's ankles. He had him. Oh, just couldn't get it over the pad. He's got 2 shorties this season. 31 goals for Timmy after scoring last night. It's the Islanders' second unit out there now. Nice stop by Reimer. There we go. No rebound. I think Reimer's looked solid tonight so far. Really liking it. Liking what I'm seeing. Eller against Pajot. Pajot won it. Good play by Greg. Down it goes. Nice work. 40 seconds to go on the penalty. Great play by Mario. Getting that puck out. Greg racing onto it now. He lost it. 10 seconds to go. Puck comes out. 5 seconds. That'll probably do it. All right. Great PK by the Sens. They look good. They look good last night too. Penalty kills really coming into form here. Good stick by Fogle. When you can kill off calls that you shouldn't have against you, and then we can kill off calls that are just bad penalties, that's a sign of a good penalty kill right there. That's 2 great kills here early in this game. Islanders are right back to work though. Whoa, that was a quick wraparound try. 4th line shift. And Eller's icing it. It's Pajot, man. Absolute Sens legend. He had 87 goals. Wow, that's remarkably consistent. 87 goals in 428 games with the Sens and 87 goals in 430 games with the Islanders. A little bit better here. He's a little bit better in Ottawa. It's amazing he's played as many games in each spot. Oh, Schaefer just scored. He just ripped that. Lost face off after an icing. What a shot. All right, 1-0. And all those missed chances come back to bite them. Islanders score first. Eller lost draw. Yeah, he's wired that. Reimer never saw it. What a shot. Straight in. That's a crazy shot. Reimer didn't see it. Youngest D-man in NHL history to record 50 points in his career. It's crazy. I mean, he's having an awesome season. Like, he's unbelievable. Already tonight, I'm noticing it too. All right, Sens back to work here. Here's Tkachuk to Greg. Nothing doing. They got to find some bounces, find some luck. They've been offensively, they have not been lucky lately. You can say that. You can definitely say that. But down 1-0, like, they got to get desperate here. They have to get desperate. Islanders back in the O-zone. Shabbat breaks that up, but they still got the puck here. Porvat stopped because saved by Reimer. That was all alone. And they got the puck again. 11-8 are the shots. Probably 12-8 right now. Oh, nice play by Brady. Here we go. 2-on-1 with Greg. Tkachuk. 3-on-1. Cousins. Stopped. I don't think he got all of that one. It's another good look. Oh, Tkachuk hit Schaefer pretty hard. Oof. Yeah, Cousins didn't get all of that. Got to start going here. Got to start finding something. Puck comes out. It's pretty difficult watching Matthew Schaefer go out there every other shift and knowing the Sens don't have their guy back there right now. It sucks. And they're starting to look like it because this is pretty messy right now. Here we go. Here comes Timmy. Over to Giroux. Clevin, what a block by Duclair. That was a hard shot. Yeah, that hurt him. Crazy block. They blow the whistle? Oh, that took a big bite out of him. That really hurt him. No weight on his right leg. Tough. All right, commercial we go. Oh, man. Feels pretty similar to last night right now. 2-0 Boston. Oh, boy. Yeah, 2-0 Boston. That's tough. Tough. Red Wings are still tied. Oof. A lot of hockey left in this game. They got to get their legs under them, though. Feels like deja vu to last game. We'll see. Got to find some things to build on. I feel like after that Islanders power play, they just kind of took over the game. A little bit. And obviously it's an icing, and then it's a quick face-off loss, and then Schaefer just ripped it. But, man, how many times does this team get scored on off of a face-off loss? For such a good face-off team, I feel like when they lose them, they get scored on right after them very easily compared to other teams. I don't know what it is. Or at least compared to the way the Sens can strike in the offensive zone when they win a face-off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more rare for them to score off of one face-off in the O zone than it is for them to get scored on a lost draw in the D zone. Dating back to the playoffs. Playoffs, it was a mess. Absolute mess. All right. Forgive me for being a little bit in the dumps here, but I got to see some goals. We need some scoring. Pucks have to start going in here. Go grab that momentum back. Islanders in the O-zone again. Yeah, it's kind of looking like yesterday's second period right now. Oh, Fogle just took a big hit. Nice stop by Reimer again. He's making some nice saves here, folks. Keeping them in this game. Not enjoying what I'm seeing. There's Eller on it. There we go. Some O-zone time. Zetterlund behind the net. Fogle fighting. Like, this is kind of the thing. Like, they were due to not have their A game for a little bit. But again, we've talked about it all season. They have not earned the benefit of the doubt to have games like this at this time of year. Like, every game has to basically be played like a game 7, right? But you can also still expect to get points when you don't deserve it. Like, how many times this season have they won a game they didn't really deserve to win, not often. And they got to find a way to get points when that happens because they haven't done it enough. There have been a handful of games where they just haven't had their ace stuff. I've been kind of, defending all game. And then they get a point not even a win, a point. Like there's been none of that this season as a whole. And I get worried when I see a game like this where they're down by one, the other team's starting to kind of take over the game after having not played yesterday. And you start to see the writing on the wall, but we still have a hockey game left. But this team just given no reason to believe this season with the way that they play that they're able to kind of find a way. Like they might tie this one, but there's also just no telling that they'd be able to hold on and make this a 1-1 game going into the third or whatever it may be. Like it's kind of frustrating. They're pretty reliant on their identity, and that's a good thing because it does work most nights. And Zub just took a penalty, so they're going back to the PK for a cross check, I guess. Just a battle it looked like. I don't know if I saw a cross check there. It feels like a weak call. So back to the PK. Zub takes a cross-checking penalty. Yeah, I guess he kind of pulled down on the pants a little bit. I mean, they could have called a couple things maybe. All right, back to the PK. PK looked good the last couple times, but you can't flirt with it too much here. Green is not happy with that call. Saying he goes down easy. And then a couple other words that I'm not allowed to say. Giroux wins that draw. And Clevin gets it down. Nice play. There we go. See, the set draws in the D zone are great. Just doesn't seem like there are any in the O zone or the defensively when they lose a draw in the D zone. Here's Barzal. Such a good skater. Pinto, great play on the wall. And Shabbat gets it down. 30 seconds gone. Duclair, I think, is back out. Oh, no, that's Shen. My bad. Duclair was number 10 in Ottawa. That's why I'm confused. I love Timmy on the PK. He's just so dangerous with the speed. Here's Horvat trying to get through everyone. Islanders set up here. A minute left in the power play. Moving it around on the outside. Nice stop by Reimer. There you go. You'll take that shot every day. I think that was Holmstrom for the Islanders. Good battle by Matt and Paolo there. Clevin gets it all the way up. Here we go. 2-on-1. Pinto. He scores! Shane Pinto, man. There we go. There we go. Great goal. What a play by Clevin. Short-handed goal for the Ottawa Senators. Shane Pinto capitalizes. We got a hockey game, folks. Needed that. Absolutely needed that. What a play on the half wall there by Matt and Paolo. And look at the patience from Clevin. Just a bank pass, 2-on-1. Great shot from Pinto. There we go. That's what you need. He called for that too. Awesome play by Clevin. Big goal. Wow. Short-handed, man. This PK all of a sudden under Mike Yeo. Gotta wonder if they made that change a bit earlier. But we won't talk about that now. Great work. Sens go to the PK. We got a tie hockey game. Awesome. Nothing better than a shorthanded goal to get momentum. And here comes Timmy. Lots of time. Send it to the net. Oh, Cousins tipped it wide. Here's Pinto again. All three centers out there. Stutzla taken down in front. Oh, and they called something. There we go. There we go. Schaefer had a word for Timmy. Great goal by Shane Pinto. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're back. We're back. That's a big one. This power play has a chance here to really set the tone. Blue Jackets up 3-2 now, so that game's kind of going back and forth a little bit. It was 2-2 for a little. Keep an eye on that. Still 0-0 in Detroit, Montreal. And yeah, Boston up 2-0 on the Jets. So the Bruins look like they're kind of cruising here. But we'll keep an eye on all those games. That's a huge goal from Shane Pinto. What's the chat here saying? People loved Pinto. There we go. Monkey off the back. Shorty. I love a good shorthanded goal. Nothing fires me up more. Can we get a Brady Tkachuk goal here? That's the next question. Can Brady Tkachuk come through? That'd be cool. After having the fight. Great play from Pinto. Horvat didn't like the call. But don't reach on a scoring chance. And here we go. Sends the power play. Tkachuk behind the net. Good patience. Finds Stutzla up top. Kind of playing catch with it right now. Cousins, it's loose. That puck's still loose. Wow. I think Brady's on top of Sorokin right now. Ooh. He took a beating there. That puck was loose for a lot. I don't think Sorokin's okay. That looked like it did not feel good. Yeah, that puck was loose. All right. Sorokin's all right. Good win by Batherson there on the wall. Cousins whiffed on it in the slot. And here, oh boy, got to get back. Timmy's got to get back. Pajot almost just went backhand. Top cheese. Here comes Timmy around the net. Let's get set up here. It's a bit sloppy. Oh, here we go. Stutzla. Why was he on one knee there? What happened? Did he just fall? That was a great chance. Why was he on one knee? Good pressure here. Good pressure. Islanders had a chance to clear and they didn't. Oh, they tried the backdoor play. Timmy again. Get it to Batherson. Nothing. Bit of a sloppy power play. Weird one. But they had some chances. Had some looks. Yeah, how did Timmy fall here? Just on his edges? Got a decent shot away, but yeah, how does he... Probably kicking himself for that one. That could have been a really good look. All right, 20 seconds left in the power play. And that'll probably do it. Islanders send it down. Nice play by Giroux. Greg in the slot. Over to Giroux. Bounced over Spence's stick. Giroux just never looks at the net to shoot. Like he refuses to try a shot. And he's a good passer, so I get it, but it's still frustrating when he's in positions to shoot it, you know? Nice play by Clevin. I love that pass by Clevin on that shorty. Underrated play. Here's Lee behind the net, up high. Oh, Reimer just got run into there. Oh, he's not okay. What was that? What happened? He's hurt. Oh, he took a stick. It was Lee's stick. Is that not a high stick? Oh, he got him right in the throat. That's got to be a penalty, no? Why would they blow it dead if it's not a penalty? It's going to be a high stick or goalie interference, something. Just stick right in the neck. Olmark getting his pads on. Looks like he's all right. Isn't that a call? All right, good to see Reimer be okay after that. I would call that a high stick, but that's just me. We play on. D-zone face-off, Clevin. Here we go, Spence with some space. Tight checking game. Really tight checking. Batherson behind the net. Timmy. Up to Spence. Here's Stutzla again. Gets held up. No call, though. Here comes Barzal. Nice save by Reimer. It sounds like a change there. 15-13 are the shots for the Islanders right now. Oh boy, Shabbat got his pocket picked. Good block by Zub. 15-12 the shots now, sorry. Nice block by Nick Cousins there. All right, 4:09 left in the second. 1-1 game. Islanders have had a bit more pressure here the last few minutes. Nice stop by Reimer. There we go. Lee was all alone at the side of the net. Reimer's look good tonight. I like what I've seen. God, that's a big goal from Pinto. Such a big goal. I think they just flashed the out-of-town scoreboard there, but I'm going to show it as well. Or take a look at. It's still 2-2 or 0-0 in Detroit. Please don't go to overtime. Please don't go to overtime. It's two shorties in the last 4 games for the Sens after scoring one Saturday in or against Anaheim at home. Love a shorthanded goal because it just like you take the momentum. Not only do you kill it off, but you steal offense from that, and from the power play for the other team, and that's just so huge. Optimus Rhyme getting some love. Barzal can really move out there. Good pressure again from New York. A lot of defending tonight. And the Sens take another penalty. I mean, you could just see that coming. When you're defending that much, it's going to happen, man. They can't keep tempting fate here. It's not been a good period. I mean, there was an obvious trip. Obvious trip. Back to the PK they go. Lars Eller. Can't keep tempting fate. Oh, that was kind of a bad call too. To be honest, that was not that strong. I thought the stick was between the feet or the legs, but it wasn't. Just got his top of his toe. All right. Back to the kill they go. 0 for 3 are the Islanders. Gotta stop taking penalties. Horvat wired that, but just missed. You got to know this power play is probably feeling a little bit like wary of the Sens offensively and shorthanded now after that goal. Another test for the PK here. Here's Shen on the goal line. Oh, that almost came through. Schaefer up top. Nice play by Clevin, I believe, and he gets it down. There we go. That's a minute gone. PK is looking solid right now. Oh, Timmy tried to make a move at the line there. And Pinto gets it all the way down. 40 seconds left in the penalty. Minute and a half left in the period. I mean, D'Angelo just ran right into Reimer. Nice block by Zub. 15 seconds left. All right, another great kill. 4 for 4. The Sens penalty kill tonight. They've looked good. And here they go. Amadio, Pinto, Eller. Amadio, Eller, Stutzla. Here's Timmy with space. All the way around the net. Didn't get a shot off. Spence. Wide to wide. And it goes out. Sorokin just stayed right with Timmy that whole time. It was a good chance. And he skated right through the blue paint, right into Reimer. That's not like a that's my ice thing. That's goalie interference. But we play on. I don't know what the difference between that and then the one that Cousins got called for against the Habs last week. Like, what's the difference? Probably can't tell you. "35 seconds here. Batherson, Cousins, and Tkachuk. Offensive zone draw. Cousins does not win it, but the Sens get the puck back. And then Islanders get it. Here comes Shen. Trade deadline acquisition. Nice hit by Spence. Here we go. We got 5 seconds. Batherson, Cousins, Tkachuk. Cousins got a step. Brady! He missed. He missed. I thought that went in the net. They just can't bury. They can't bury on their chances, man. Great play by Cousins. Side of the net for Tkachuk. Batherson thought it was in. That was there. That would have counted too. I mean, Sorokin's glove was there too, but this team just can't bury their chances. All right, we'll take the shorty. 1-1 game. 1-1 game. No reason to get upset. I'd say an okay period overall. You could tell, I think, in that period that they played yesterday and the Islanders did not. So hopefully in the third period, they can just find something, dig a bit deeper, get some more ozone pressure. But, man, they generated some chances. So they bent but didn't break. Reimer looked great, I thought. But yeah, it was shot 11-4. Like on paper, that's not a great period. But they get the shorty. And it's a 1-1 game. Let's look at some ice time here. Okay. So Timmy is at 14:51 through 2 periods. Pinto 13:24. What else is noticeable? Mario 13:34. Yeah, so I mean Timmy's just far and ahead above everyone else, and then Amadio, Pinto, and those two with all the penalty killing have been out there a lot. Notably, Fabian Zetterlund has played 5:10, 5 minutes 10 seconds. He's a -1. I don't expect that fourth line to play a ton in the third period, to be honest. They have not looked great, just not into the game as much. Eller's played a lot more than Zetterlund with the penalties. On the back end, Shabbat's already at 20 minutes. Shabbat's already at 20 minutes, 58 seconds through 2 periods. Insane. Matt and Paolo, 950. Gilbert's only played 5:26, so not using him a ton. Nothing crazy notable. Let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard. All right, let's see. Okay, 1-0 Canadians. They scored a power play goal. That's big. It's 1-0 Montreal, 2 minutes left in the second. Want that to hold because Boston is up 3-0 in the second intermission. That game looks over, and the Blue Jackets are up 4-2 late in the second on the Rangers, so that appears to also be going in their favor. So, look, ideally you'd want 2 of these 3 games to go in the Sens' favor, but if that Montreal score, if they can kind of keep pouring it on against Detroit, we'll take that tonight. If the Sens can win 2, we will. Because then they'll still be 3 points out, I believe. I don't know. We'll do the math afterwards. We'll do all the math after, but love a good shorthanded goal. I mean, this game is right there for them. That's what I was talking about. When they don't have their best, like, can you stay in hockey games? And goaltending is a huge part of that. So shout out James Reimer because he was obviously busier in that period than he has been overall. He had 16 saves in his shutout in Vancouver the last game he played. And he has 17 already tonight, 18 shots for the Islanders. So he looked good. Shane Pinto, the goal scorer, 4th career shorthanded goal. That was huge. But yes, the Habs are up on Detroit, so that's good. But soon we're going to be looking at Columbus as the team. Let me pull up the standings here. And actually, I should look because hang on here. I mean, these are big points for the Islanders too, folks. Let's not lose sight of that. If the Blue Jackets hang on there and the Sens manage to win in regulation, so win this third period, the Islanders would fall out of a playoff spot and they would fall into the wild card, I believe. Yeah, so the standings could change tonight if the Sens hang on here. And but basically, like, what I'm saying is I don't know if Detroit is going to be the team to catch for much longer. Like, we might be looking at the Islanders and the Blue Jackets here as teams we got to worry about. One of the two. So a huge period coming up. Massive period. Because all that could go out the window here because every team here has a big third period coming up. Montreal is just taking it to the Red Wings right now. All right, I'm going to go take another quick break. I will be right back, but I want to leave everyone on this. So fill comments with answers to this question. Who needs to get going a little bit on the Sens in these last few games, last night and tonight? Who's a guy who you want to see step up? We'll go through some comments when I get back in about a minute here. What Senator do you want to see have a big third period. All right, folks. Thank you. And we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Let me know who needs to be better in this third period. All right, we're back. Appreciate that. Let's go. Who needs to be better? Let's see. Everyone's saying Batherson. I'm seeing a lot of Batherson. Batherson, Timmy and Brady step up. Batherson easily. I'll take any. I like this from Thomas. Yeah, anyone. That's the right answer. Kachuk, Batherson, Giroux. That'd be Giroux goal would be huge. Batherson. Yeah, a lot of people saying Batherson. Fighting the puck all game from Mighty Mike. Cousins tonight. Yeah, a lot of Batherson. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I think Kachuk does look good tonight. Man, it would have been nice if he buried that one. Great play from Cousins. He just hits the side of the net. And honestly, Sorokin's glove was there, so who knows? Maybe they would have gotten robbed, but Shabbat, people are saying. I like all these answers. I do. I think a lot of guys could. And it's just like this is a big period for their playoff hopes, a massive period. Because if you can come out, win this third period at home with the crowd behind you, what it might be able to do in the standings is massive with all these teams starting to play each other a bit more, right? Like I think Boston and Detroit play still. Columbus, I think, plays everyone that the Sens are trying to chase. This is a huge period here. Huge period. They should be happy that they came out. Okay. Also, something just happened on NHL.com. I don't know if everyone caught that. So this can't be right. Because when they went into the period there, the Sens had 11 shots. So they had 4 in the second period. And I'm checking now. They've just been credited with 8. So they got 4 more shots credited to their name. So it looks a lot better on paper now, that second period. But I still think the Islanders held most of the play in that period, but maybe they just credited them with an extra shot or two. That's very funny. So it was 11-8 for the Islanders, not 11-4 in that period. Much better. That's so funny. Face-offs still pretty well in the Sens' favor, 55.9%. Hits are 19-11 for Ottawa. Blocks are 14-7 for Ottawa. Giveaways are about the same. That's funny. Those shots seem a lot better. Yeah, and I like that too. Yeah, the Islanders have had 4 power plays. The PK is I got to talk more about the PK. I can't believe I haven't talked about that yet. Yeah, 4 power plays for the Islanders, 2 for the Sens. So, bit of a discrepancy there. The PK looks great. The shorty aside, but they're much more aggressive. I think the defense are just doing a good job winning battles and getting pucks out right away and not like being too passive. Like they finally, I think, look the way that they're playing at 5-on-5, the way they usually defend at 5-on-5. That's finally starting to translate over to the penalty kill, which is awesome. So hopefully they don't have to kill another one. They shouldn't have to, because quite honestly, like let's get some game management going here for the officials. That'd be nice, but they look good. They look good on the PK. Huge improvement. I don't know when Mike Yeo took over. Do we know when Mike Yeo? I'm going to Google this. Mike Yeo Sens PK. Like what day? Because I want to see how well their PK is done. January 24th. Okay, so January 24th. What is their PK league-wide since then? Probably won't be including tonight with the 4-for-4 so far, but so since January 24th, or we'll do January 25th. No, we'll do 24th. PK percentage. All right, Vegas is first. Ottawa's 13th. 13th best PK, 80.5% since Mike Yeo took over. And I bet you that'll improve tonight. Like they'll probably jump the Blackhawks are at 80.6. So like 12th best penalty kill. Not bad. Not bad. Good switch by the coaching staff. Might have and you'll also notice that also coincides with this 11-3-2 streak that they're on. Now, it's definitely not the type of game where the Sens should be, like pulling their goalie to win in regulation. But I wonder what kind of period we see out of them, because take away how they played in 3-on-3 overtime, how poor that's been this season. Even just in general, giving the point to the Islanders, not ideal, even if you get your 2. I think you need to go for this game in regulation. Yep, smash that like button like that. Here's your reminder, like and subscribe to the channel. We do live streams for most of these games. Going to try and do as many as we can down the stretch as long as the Sens are still in it. The postcast live right on YouTube after every single Sens game. If you stay here right after we end the stream, it'll take you right to the postcast because it's live very shortly after, exclusively here on YouTube. You subscribe and get a little notification bell for when we do go live if you like. And obviously when you like it, lets YouTube know what kind of things you want to see all the time. And you'll see all the Locked On Senators posts right at the top of your feed. And that's all I got for you, folks. We're on the road here to 12,000 subscribers. Very close. It'd be cool if we could hit that by playoffs. If the Sens make the playoffs, that'd be great. And I think that's it. Yeah, I appreciate everyone sticking around here in this stream with me during this game. It's just been me today. Little solo shot. We got a big third period coming up that I can't wait for. Giving away reversible bucket hats, it looks like. Draft lottery on May 5th. I'm just seeing that now. Does not concern the Ottawa Senators, but still a pretty interesting one with some Canadian teams in the mix. Florida maybe in the mix. Imagine McKenna to the Panthers. God. Their one down season. They just load up with McKenna. Make me sick. How amazing is this? I was talking about the Sens turnaround. Like their record since January 24th is 11-4-2. And their points percentage is fifth in the NHL since then. And their PK is 12th. Like big correlation because that was a huge gaping hole for them. But I'm mentioning that timeline too because Vegas has the best PK, 87.8% in that time, and they're 6-10-2. They just have not been as good, despite a good penalty kill. How's the Sens power play in that time? Let's see that. That's what I'm curious about too. 16th, okay, 21.6%. It's fine. Not going to win you games, but it won't lose you games. But yeah, shout out the PK. Typically, the golden rule with percentages for your special teams is if it evens out to 100%, adds up to, that's good. Like if your PK is at 80%, your power play is at 20%, it's kind of what you want to be. And then the elite teams, it adds up to 105. So you get into like 25%, 80%, or whatever it is. So if you're right around 100, I think you're in a good spot. And that's where the Sens are the last however many games. 11-4-2, whatever that stretch is. So shout out Mike Yo. Shout out that PK. I don't want to see them again tonight because they're tempting fate a little bit too much for my liking. But okay, little out-of-town scoreboard update. 3-0 for the Bruins at the beginning of the third in that one. That's probably done. Canadians up 1-0 in the second intermission over the Red Wings. Huge, important game. And the Blue Jackets up 4-2 over the Rangers at home in the second intermission. But none of that will matter if the Sens can't find a way here to get 2 points. I will take an overtime win. 2 points will be 2 points, but let's do this in regulation. Let's have a good third period here. I think I'm going to do the same here, the exact same thing. They've had some looks. They've had their looks. They've not played their best defensively, let's say, but the looks have been there. Reimer's been solid. Go get James Reimer a win here. Come on. Big third period on deck in Ottawa. And it's a big one for the Islanders, too. This is a playoff game, as far as I'm concerned. 5 shots on goal for Dylan Cousins. All right, Sens win the draw, and we are off. Third period underway. 18-15 are the shots for the Islanders. And here we go. Nice play by Jordan Spence behind the net. And he intercepts a pass. That makes a nice stretch pass. God, I love Jordan Spence lately. It's so good. Cousins can't get a shot off. Here comes Thomas Chabot cutting in on Schaefer. I wonder if this will be a nervous third period from both teams, knowing points are on the line with the tie game. See anyone sit back. Nice play by Zub. No forecheck. Reimer will just freeze that. Good play. It was a big game. Big game for the playoff. They're showing the playoff odds here. You can tell Steos knows it. They got the Blue Jackets game on behind them. I'm sure there's another TV they got going with the Red Wings, maybe. I think the Islanders are 10-0 in overtime this season. I could be wrong, but I would prefer getting this done in regulation. We'll put it that way. I believe they're undefeated. It might be 11-0. Oh, Shen scores. That squeaked through Reimer. All right. 2-1 Islanders. That did not look like a good chance, but that squeaks through him. That's a bad goal to give up. And now send her down. Yeah, harmless play. I mean, it's still a decent chance, but yeah, you want him to have that if he's over there. Uh-oh. Green is not happy. Oh boy. All right. Now they're down. They got to tie it. That's an absolute backbreaker of a goal. Could be a backbreaker. I got nothing to say. Nothing to say. I just need to see them push. Need to see some kind of offensive push here. And some finish. Because the chances that they've not buried on tonight even have been pretty egregious. There we go. Cousins down to Kachuk with some room. There we go. Nice steal by Kachuk. Oh, good look. Man, kind of speechless. I'm kind of speechless. I got to be honest. That's a tough blow. Brutal start to that period. 3-on-2, full ice basically. Got to push. A lot of time left, obviously, but they gotta find a way to push here. Got Shabbat and Spence together. Cousins, Kachuk, Greg. Chuck loses the draw. Good forecheck by Cousins. Brady sends it in front. Great look. Sorokin, man, he made a nice save there. I'd get Kachuk out there every shift that D'Angelo is. Like, they can't handle his size. Oh, that puck was just sitting there. It's got to be a greasy one. Pinto wins it. Spence tried to find Pinto. Keeps it alive. There's a shot that's loose. Good pressure here. Here we go. Nothing. They're trying to send it to the net and just get a bounce or something on some of those plays. Nice play by Shabbat. Ah. It's 4-0 Boston now. That game's done. Still 4-2 for the Blue Jackets. But there's really all none of that's going to matter if the Sens can't get a point tonight, to be honest. Top guy's gotta find a way here. Nice play by Cousins. Greg. It's been a good push since the goal. Good push. Nice hit by Cousins there. All right, here comes Zetterlund. He's out there with Timmy now. Gets it deep. Here's Fogle. Fogle to Gilbert. That's loose. They score! Fogle! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, man. Come on. Gilbert with a good shot. Warren Fogle. Let's go. Great work by Zetterlund, too. Timmy out there with the fourth line. Oh, what a play. Let's go. Let's go, man. Gilbert flubbed it. Weird bounce. That's the bounce we're talking. Great play by Fogle to stick with it. Let's go, folks. We got a tie game. Huge goal by Warren Fogle. What a trade. What a trade. 3 goals already. Both trade deadline guys scored in this period. Zetterlund and Gilbert. Fogle from Zetterlund and Gilbert. And Zetterlund had a great rush to make that happen. All right, man. Now we got a hockey game. Let's go. Giroux, Batherson, and Eller right now. I don't know if they just flipped those wingers with Timmy, but maybe that's what they're doing. Eller getting a shift now with his line mates. And it paid off because Timmy doesn't get an assist on that, but he was involved. Huge goal. Let's go. Here we go. Cousins gets it deep. Good neutral zone play. Oh, I'm nervous now. What an answer. That's big. Huge. Here comes Shabbat. A lot of room. Mario. Oh, took a big hit. Kind of got out of the way at the last second, but yeah, it's a nice hit. And the linesman takes out Barzal. Nice play by Spence. Here comes Schaefer. And there's Timmy. Yeah, they switched Eller and Stutzla. That's not the switch I would have thought, but hey, Fogel's Zetterlund with Timmy. I don't mind that with the speed. Needed to switch that up. Little demotion for Batherson and Giroux. And here they go again. Timmy behind the net. Up to Clevin. Spence up high. Gets blocked. Oh, that one went right through the crease by Palat. A little close for comfort. That should be icing. Did he touch that? No, he didn't. All right, icing Islanders. 11:35. Warren Foegele steps up, scores a huge goal to tie it. They switch that line and it pays off right away. Oh, is Duclair back? Looks like he is. That was a big block right off the back of the calf or whatever it is. Yeah, Giroux, Eller, Batherson. Here we go. That's a new look line tonight. Not sure I like that line with foot speed, but hey, needed to give Timmy some speed. I shouldn't say demotion. I don't know. Like that, maybe that was a bit harsh. Maybe Timmy's the one in the doghouse being put with the other guys. I don't know. Oh, Detroit tied it against Montreal, 1-1. Okay. No skate blade for Lars Eller. Someone's got to help him. There we go. I think Schaefer got in his way too. All right, here we go. Here's Ridley Gregg. To Cousins. These guys have had good speed all night. Cousins has been great. Down to Brady behind the net. That's loose. He jammed that loose. Sens are on their toes here after that goal. Building must be going. Here's Pulak. Pellick and Pulak. Here comes Barzal. Shabbat stays with him. Good work by Zub. Pinto helps him. Oh, Zub got Pinto tripped up. They got away with that one. There we go. Warren Foegele, what a big goal. Huge goal, man. In and around the net. Got a good nose for the net, Warren Foegele. 3 goals in Ottawa. He had 7 all season in LA. Game's flying by. All right, let's check out a town scoreboard. I mentioned Detroit tied it. That's not good. Don't want to see that early in the third. 4-3 for the Blue Jackets. Maybe the Rangers mount a comeback. 4-3. Okay. Keep an eye on that one. Just don't want Detroit getting a point if they are going to lose, but we'll see. We'll see that one. Both of those teams are OT merchants. And honestly, so are the Islanders, like I said, but Warren Foegele with a big goal. The newest Ottawa Senator. How about that, eh? Dylan Cousins did it at the deadline last year, scored some huge goals down the stretch for them. Foegele had a game winner in his first game. Ended up being a one, but it was a blowout game, but it ended up being the game winner. Scored a big one on Sunday against San Jose. Tie that game up. And he ties it again tonight. 3 goals in 7 games for number 37. It was a great pass to Gilbert, too, and he stuck with it. Off the good bounce. All right, here we go. Under 10 to go. Timmy's offside there. New skate for Lars Eller. All right, Giroux and Zetterlund out there now with Timmy. Maybe that was for the face-off. That goes all the way down. Spence has it behind the net. Gives it to Stutzla. Nice move on Schaefer. Nobody home. I'm liking Dylan Cousins' game a lot tonight, folks. On the boards, through the middle of the ice, he's been really, really good. There's a good bounce. Greg on D'Angelo. Islanders are just in chip and chase territory right now. Sens have been possessing the puck, which is good. Kachuk with a steal. To the net. Oh. Pinto just had his stick lifted. Oh boy, gotta get back. Gotta get back. Here we go. 2-on-1, some space. Pinto. Nick Cousins, backhand. Oh, Mario had that in front. Great play. Nick Cousins on it again. Good pressure. Down to Amadio. Here we go. Long shift for the Islanders. This is the pressure you need. Cousins, nice move. Spence jumps up. I feel like Spence has been out there the whole period. Islanders get it down. They'll get a change. It's good pressure. Good pressure. Got to keep it up. Spence sends that to the net. That misses. Gilbert's on it. Zetterlund fired it, and Sorokin has it. That was a good look. Michael Amadio. Oh, he just couldn't get his stick on it. Couldn't get his backhand on it. Oh, man. Tight game. Tight game. 2-2. This is all you can ask for. Check that out-of-town scoreboard again. Still 1-1 in Montreal and Detroit. Yeah, 5-3. Jacket scored again. So they are up by 2 with about 10 to go. Oh, man. Keep pushing. Got to keep pushing. Pressure's been really good. I think since Fogle scored, the Sens have carried the play for sure. And that's their hockey. That's their type of game. 6:25 left. 6:25 to go. Oh boy. I'm nervous, folks. These are the types of games, man. This is a playoff game. This is crazy. Lots of time. Regulation is important. If the Sens can get it done in regulation, that is massive. Let's see. Yeah, Eller's blade just popped out there. Got to tie his skates. What a nightmare. What if that happens mid-play? I only had it happen once, like the blade broke, so it didn't pop out, but like it snapped in half, so I had to go change him. But that's all that's happened. Here's Spence. Deflected. Stutzel with a move at the blue line. Nicely. Zetterlund. Whoa, he got all of that one. Clevin gets it back deep, and here goes Zetterlund on the forecheck. Sens are doing an awesome job going back and getting pucks. Right back in the ozone. Here's Kachuk. He loses it. And they get it right back. Islanders are just chipping and chasing here. Battle on the boards. Greg, Kachuk, Cousins. Here's Cousins with a bit of room. Man, Jordan Spence is just so impressive. There's Horvat up high. Little possession now for New York. Barzal in the slot. Can't get a stick on it. Nice work. 4:25 left. Here we go. There's a Mario end of a shift, though. Oh, Shabbat broke his stick. Zub. Oh, and here comes Schaefer. That's got to be a trip. Oh, here we go. 2-on-1. Batherson and Amadio. Batherson. Amadio! Off the post! Are you kidding me? How? And then it trickled on the line. This team might be cursed. Oh my God, how's that not go in? They might be cursed. Oh no. I need to see that again. Are you kidding me? They might be cursed, folks. Great play by Pinto. Oh, it hit his glove. He stopped it, and then it trickled on the line. Oh, and Horvat clears it out. What a play. Or like it hit his shoulder or his like arm. Oh my God, man. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. That was a good chance. Great feed by Batherson. He was looking past the whole time, but still good. 3 minutes to go. Here comes New York. Battle behind the Sens net here. Clevin and Spence both in there. They win it. Nice. Nice work. Great play by Clevin. Nicely done. Here comes Timmy. 1-on-3. Sends it out front. Now Kachuk's on it. Kachuk Up high, Zub. That goes wide. And the Islanders ice it. All right. Offensive zone draw with 2:14 left. Oh boy, here we go. Come on. Find a way. Find a way. Got Cousins, Greg, Tkachuk out there. Win this draw. Get some pressure. Oh, I can't believe that chance for Amadio. That was so close. $2:14. 2-2 hockey game. Shots are 10-1 for the Sens in the third. Islanders have one shot and it went in. Tkachuk just all over Schaefer there. Here we go. Shabbat within the neutral zone. Gives it to Greg. Nice play to Shabbat. To the net. Oh, he tried to cut in. Great play. Spence got it now. Reimer stops it behind the net. Here comes Clevin. That's offside, I think, for the Sens. What a move by Shabbat here. Center ice. Got Greg, Pinto, Amadio out there with 1:11 left. Nice play by Greg. Won the draw and he kept going. Great battle. He throws it deep. Minute left. 1 minute left in regulation. Pinto's got it in the offensive zone. Down low to Greg. Oh, he made a move to the front. Good try. Barzal tries to get it out. Pinto leaps and grab. All right, 35 seconds left. See if the Sens have one more push here. Just shameless hockey from the Islanders, by the way, in this third period. Tkachuk behind the net. Wings it around. 15 seconds left. Spence throws it to the net. It's loose. Brady Tkachuk, man. Let's go. Oh my God. 11 seconds left. The captain. There's no way. There's just no way. You could not write a better story. What a bounce. Tkachuk. Of course it's Brady Tkachuk. Of course it's Brady Tkachuk, man. Let's go. That is a moment for Brady Tkachuk. Wow. Oh my God, folks. Oh my God. 11 seconds to go. Patrick Waugh is saying something. Are they challenging? Andlauer and Steos up top. What would they challenge? No, there's no way, right? Call a timeout or something? Holy folks, like... What is Patty Waugh saying? Oh, he's complaining about a penalty, I see. 12 seconds on the clock. 12 seconds on the clock. Let the record show it's at 11, though, on the scoreboard. Brady Tkachuk. Let's see here. 12 seconds. Let's not see anything crazy happen. Greg wins the draw. Puck goes out of play. Got deflected and went out. Check the time again. Sorokin kicking the wall. Brady Tkachuk, man. Are you kidding me? Give me 6 seconds to go nuts here. Come on. Standing O for the captain. 6 seconds left. Let's just ice, or they're checking the clock. Come on now. Let's go here. 9.1. Okay. Big face off. Didn't drop the puck. Come on, man. Drop the puck. Someone called timeout. Oh, my God. They're dragging this out. Center ice, 9 seconds left. This would be a miracle for the Islanders. How about the captain, man? How about Brady Tkachuk? Come on. Let me go nuts here. Give me a moment. Just finish this one off. Did Ottawa call a timeout? It's like football, like setting up a play. Is Giroux drawing up the play? A lot of discussions here. 9.1 on the clock. This is like football. It's like 4th and 1 on the goal line or something. This is crazy. Of course it's Brady, man. Of course it's the Brady. Oh my God. Come on. Got to drop the puck here. Schaefer gets it down. Chabot eats it. That was icing. They called icing? Or was it offside? Is that going to do it? The Ottawa Senators, man. Don't count them out. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Brady Tkachuk shows up in the biggest possible way. A 3-2 game-winning goal. 6 seconds left here in the offensive zone. I'll wrap up right when it's over for sure. I mean, the captain comes through in the clutch for the Ottawa Senators. A regulation win. What a gut check performance. I am so impressed with that third period. It starts with a Brady Tkachuk fight. He sets the tone. The physicality from the team the entire game. Don't play that well in the second. Tie it up shorthanded. The penalty kill comes up big. And then who else but Brady Tkachuk on a great bounce in front. I can't say anything about bounces anymore. Both their goals in the third period, awesome bounces. His biggest goal of the season. What a moment. What a moment for the captain. And you know what? Hand up. I said I want more out of Tkachuk. He was awesome all night and gets to cap it off with that goal. What a win for the Ottawa Senators. Who knows what it means standings-wise. I think the Islanders are falling out of a playoff spot or now they're in a wild card. I don't know how that works. But that's a huge regulation win after losing last night for the Sens. Gut check performance. Stay tuned for the postcast, everyone. Huge win for the Sens. Oh boy, I'm fired up. What a way to win that one. And stay tuned. Thanks everyone for joining. Appreciate everyone. Go Sens go. They are not dead yet, baby. Here we go.